So I was looking at the grooves in the ocean, how this ridge, this bridge, this straight ridge right here, this right here on the other side of the world is the boot of Louisiana. The antipode of this conjunction spot right here is New Orleans. Well, not New Orleans, but it's the mouth of the Mississippi. I take note that this spot right here is this spot right there. That little knob right there. That part right there. It raises some concern. It raises a little bit of concern. Because this bird wants some food. I see you. Excuse me. My bad. The bird is chirping at me. It was annoying a little bit. And then, because I'm in the middle of the video, then the music started. All of a sudden, it's been quiet all morning. As soon as I open up my mouth, all of a sudden, birds is chirping at me. The music starts going off. It's 9:30. There you go, buddy. There you go. If you don't want that, I can pull out some honey bread for you. Just chirp and let me know. Some honey wheat. I got some cheese pizzas. Not bad for you at all. Alright. So, the whole reason why I started looking at this, at the globe today, was I had to refresh myself on where Samoa was. Because it occurred to me that Samoa could be Samuel. And this is Samoa right here. Apalima. Apollyon Apalima. Now, you guys don't have to take my word for it, but I'll tell you the truth. From my recollection, this is the spot where all of the deep earthquakes start on Earth. This is the deep earthquake portal. because of what's on the other side of the world from this is the rickshaw structure in North Africa, the Eye of Africa. Oops. Whatever. The rickshaw structure, the Eye of Africa, also thought to be Atlantis. This is about 35 miles wide. This is thought to be the mega city of Atlantis, or at least the remnants of it. Whether it went down or up, who knows? Now, if I do this, it almost looks like a drain, like a plug in the bottom of a sink. If I go to this, I'll go to the other side of the world. I'll be in Tonga, or just outside of it actually. You go up, then you go over, and then it'll start spinning around all crazy on you. Once it starts spinning, you've reached your location. Yeah, around Tonga. So when it gets 20,000 kilometers, I'm there. Looks like that spot right there. New Caledonia, Fiji. It's the top of this arc. Right there. We'll done that. And yeah, just outside of Tonga. So I don't know what you call this whole region. This is Solomon Islands, Fiji. See, Fiji kind of looks like the other side of the world. Meaning, like, Fiji looks more like the antipode, as if it's the drain. And then again, there's this awkward swirl in a pyramid. Awkward swirl with a pyramid in it. Like some symbols. We've been warned about. Very interesting. It almost looks like the eye of a pyramid. At Fiji. But I know what all this is. See, this is where the tail of the dragon comes closest to the mouth. Just the side of it. A bottomless pit. Okay. So, what the hell is that? There's a square there too. Central, Chad, Cameroon, Nigeria. What's here? At point gun. All right, let's look around. Is this a lake? That's pretty interesting. Waza. So Paula, Sar, those roads? Those are footpaths. Looks like it used to be farmed, old farmland. Just, it looks like there's a irrigation, ancient irrigation lines or something. Because it's almost like reptile patterned. This is like ancient farmland or something. And this is like an ancient river, a ravine. It's all dry. I guess when it rains, it probably fills up. But see this pattern in the. This is what I'm saying. It's like it gets more and more. See something. Ain't got no street view down there. So is this higher in elevation and that's lower? Or is that higher and this is lower? This looks, I suppose, richer because it's darker maybe, and it looks like it has actual water. If not water, that might be forest. Yeah, that's lush. It has to have some type of water if it's gonna be like looking all like that. But that's fire. You can't tell. So where's the? How is this? Where's the water coming from? Alright, we found some water, I think. Looks like some water might be flowing through there. Like I said, it's like a ravine or something that may fill up in a monsoon season. And it probably feeds all of this. Feeds it all. What am I looking at? What the hell? Is this a forest in water? Or is this a forest after fire? What am I looking at? Is that water? Ain't got no labels down there. So what I'm saying is, it's like, see, this looks like different elevation, but I supposedly it's not. Like I said, this is irrigation lines. This is well. Oh, this is oil wells now. This is drilling, mining. fracking. Okay. So in this spot right here, they're tapping resources. Right here. They're tapping resources. At that box right there on the other, this little base, they're underground. They're in there. They're freaking in there. They're right there. Roto Kikau. They're in there. Nivano Chikau. Wow. What? It's 2 kilometers. Seven kilometers. 9 kilometers. That's pretty. I'm not gonna lie, that's like amethyst down there. But yeah, this whole diamond structure here, diamond back on the dragon here. This is right by the dragon's tail too. So the dragon would be this head right here. His body would come up and curl around right there and end as a tail. It would end right here at Christchurch, New Zealand. Aye. Yeah, Mike. The same way this arrow points right there. That's the same way the dragon's tail ends right there. So what is this structure underneath the water here? This is like a pit. Some type of ancient structure. Pit. Some type of ancient pit. Like, they're tapping resources out of that bad boy. Alright. Yeah, like I said, I began looking for Samoa because I just wanted to know where it's located again, refresh myself, because the pit, I mean, yeah, not the pit. Well, this is actually interesting because this is not far located from the this is not far away from the antipode of the Euphrates River. It's more out here in this direction. Should I say more out in, yeah, this direction-ish. But Samuel okay, and you got Samoa. Now, when you think about a land of giants, like I don't know what y'all been told, but on average, Samoans are giants. Like really, really big, huge. They've been big all my life. I'll just say that. Very big, magical creature. They are giant. Like, these guys, like, you see The Rock, right? Like, he's like the most highest paid actor in the world, other than like maybe Tom Cruise and Will Smith or some shit. But yeah, like they represent, like, even Barack Obama kind of represents them more so than African American, I'll tell you that. But this is very interesting how they're just on the, even then Africa is kind of just on the other side of the world from that, like on the antipode. Central African Republic, Kenya is like over here though. Supposedly Obama from Kenya or something, right? Right? Yeah, right. Nah. This little spot right here. Even Africa kind of wraps around this spot. Africa wraps around that spot. I'm just saying, I noticed. That's the pivot. Something's going on there. No, you can't tell me, bro. You can't tell me. Something is definitely going on there. Right there. Where's Burkina Faso? Oh, man. Oh, that's a West Africa. Not far away. Just on the outskirts of that pivot, that corner of this four-nation corner. Cameroon, Central Africa, Chad, and Nigeria all surround this spot. Like, they divided this spot between the four of them. So it's not just me noticing something. You see what I'm saying? The whole land arcs around that spot. It crescents. That is the apex corner. That is the cornerstone. This is the cornerstone of Africa. What is this green? All this green right here. What is this? What are we looking at? Sand dunes. Sahara? Southern Sahara. That's the Sudan, but this is, I think this is Sahara Desert. Okay, Sahara Desert is up there. So what desert is this? And what desert is this? The Eye of Africa. What desert is this? Western Sahara. So what are they tripping on? If this is the Sahara Desert over here and this is Western Sahara, this whole thing is the Sahara Desert. So why don't they just put it in the middle and just say the Sahara Desert? Sheesh. It trips me out, man. Because it could be a little confusing sometimes. Just checking. So this whole thing is the Sahara Desert. The Sahara meets right here with the grass right here. All four countries meet right there. The crescent of the whole shape of the land, the apex right there. What is this? This is some type of pit, bro. Where did all the water go that made this desert? Like I said, there's some type of drain. Either this is a drain or something like that. Or maybe this is a drain. This is probably drain spots that go all the way through to the other side of the world or something. But what's this? Is this okay? So this is Lake Chad. This is all water, I suppose, and forest. It looks Lake Chad and forest. Is this forest, national forest? Is that what the green is, or is this all lake? What is this? Well, you don't see that from the outside. What the hell is that? That's crazy. The way that just changes colors and it starts looking like eyeballs and stuff with a mouth, with nose. What the heck? It's not really, but it's just pareidolia. Well, yeah. Then again, I guess all these spots would have been filled with water, maybe, or is the water still there? What is this? Is that a crater? These craters. I think these are craters that filled in. A bunch of craters that filled in. Sand dunes that fill up with water. Craters. This is where all the fallen angels fell, it looked like. Holy sheesh. Are you serious? Nah, these are sand dunes, bro. It's gotta be sand dunes. These can't be craters. These can't be no damn craters. These are sand dunes. Yeah, these are pits. And these are banks. And this is the water, I suppose. I guess it looks kind of ish water. What? That's definitely water. Some type of water. Some type of water right there. I don't know what type of water that is. But yeah, man. There's too much going on over here. You got Lake Chad. What is this river? If you could even call it that. The hell is this? What are these marks all in there? Man, this look like water just pressure wash through this bad boy. Like, you don't want to build nothing around there. You might get just washed away. The hell is all that? Do they know they in a floodplain, bro? Like, you're in a desert, bro. Like, you better get up on some mountains up out of there. What is this? The Benui Lake Lagdo Nazaro. Okay, so this is like an oasis in a desert. The edges of the desert is like the most critical spots for life and survival and civilization, I suppose. Because there's an abundance of resources, travel opportunities, and things like that. So when the temptation of Yeshaya happened, he went out into the desert, and the devil went and tempted him. When Job had to fight against Satan, he was in the desert. Daniel, desert. Elijah, desert. John, wilderness. Pretty much desert. Joshua, Abraham, deserts. They got their biggest tests in deserts. Just outside of civilization. She gets bad. He said the Most High will contend with you, to draw you out. All of Israel, desert. Okay, so the point is, like when they left Egypt, they had to go to desert. But this location here, on the other side of the world, I hope they don't come up in here with that mess. Yeah, stay out there and pick out the gardens. Alright. You get lazy and start blowing dust around. They start blowing lights all over the place. That's the pet peeve that I do not like. I already be mad at the dudes to be thinking that they, sweeping and holding the broom above their own damn head. Crazy. Alright. I just noticed something. How this lines up perfectly with this. Is this equatorial? There's a triangle there too. From there to there to there. Almost like what Dutch Sense would call a star fort. And we already know on the other side of the world, if I did that, we're gonna end up just outside of Tonga in Fiji. So it's like 3 different triangles. There's a triangle there, there's a triangle there, there's a triangle there. This is 3 sixes. This is triple sixed out. I just noticed that. That triangle with the swirl is a triple six. Wait a second. Whoa. Now I'm starting to look at how they doing their triangles a little bit different. Starting to look interesting. It is a 666. Holy shit. What? Nah, it's a little more than that. I think they're doing some other shit. They're doing something else there. Because signs and symbols rule the world. Okay? There's no mistake. That shit is there for a reason. This delta, triple delta symbol, that's when we start calling this the triple delta, triple D. Because all the deep earthquakes in the world start here. There's 3 delta signs, a triple six. You can go to the other side of the damn world and it's the same exact symbol with the rickshaw symbol inside of a pyramid. Then you got this dang, you got this diamond above it, right above it. You got a diamond floating above it. Almost like the all-seeing eye, except this would be the eye. This is crazy. And what's even crazier is this, the tail of the dragon is right here. The tail, the tippy tail, the spearhead, the head that is a spear, the spearhead of the dragon is right there. The Leviathan. Right here, next to it. There's a lot going on right here. All the deep earthquakes in the world start right here. Like between this area and this box. Remember I said this box has something to do with Central Africa. And this area between this eye and this box. So this area right here, I'm gonna point right dead center. This area right here where all the deep earthquakes start at, alright, that start all the earthquakes, chain reaction going all the way up around and then bottoming out. Alright? And it also goes up and around. When those deep earthquakes happen, they'll come out of there, come up, go over, and then come out of here, and then they'll end off and drop off right here. just the same area, same location, same area. All the deep earthquakes begin and stop in this triangle on the other side of the world. So, other than that, but this is the tail, right? Other than that, I can guarantee you that you're gonna get something out of here. This is a deep earthquake zone, and this could be a deep earthquake zone. As a matter of fact, Dutch Sense has it up, and I think I took some screenshots of where the zones were. But the point is, I was interested because of the word Samoa. I'm like, there's no way in hell those cats are not in the Bible. I'm like, come on now. Those cats have had to been around for a long time. Like, when the Americans talked about chasing giants out of America, I think it was them, because they were known for cannibalism. All the cannibal tribes are stuck on islands now, because there's stories of them being on land, and the food supply is obviously so plentiful they just grew and just kept growing, I suppose. These are the children of you know who. These guys are the big boys. They're not, bro. See, that's why, yeah, that's why Maui with The Rock and Oprah turned out kind of weird. Because people were looking at The Rock like, yo man, like, what's going on though? What's really going on? You know what I mean? What's really good, son? Let me see if I can find this. Come on, Dutch Sense. You can't tell me I ain't taking no pictures of the deep earthquake zones. Well, that's just a darn shame. Yeah, right. That's crazy. Okay, man. So, these are gates, okay? Gates to the other side. When they say an island chain, and then in the Bible it says they were chained up in the abyss, deep down under, off in the abyss. Unbreakable chains. it's metaphorical and it's kind of literal. Unbreakable chains, meaning they're not going to let that bloodline break out like that. Not until like the end of the days, which is now, where we are now. Definitely, we're in those days. We're in the days. You don't know who's who, what's what. I'll tell you that for sure. These cats roll in with the hurricanes. No pun intended. Portals to the other side. Gates to the other side. Deep earthquake zones are gateways to the other side, to the antipode. Okay, so let me look at this up. Let me look up dust sense real quick. So how many deep earthquake zones can we spot? The letter D. Okay. What the hell? How about we just go to one of those then? It's ridiculous. Alright, so looking for the letter D on this earthquake map.
This weird Japanese trick shrinks your belly fast.
Okay. Letter D. That's a portal to the other side. Okay, so now we're seeing the D's. Alright, clear that off.
And of course to
Shucks. Dang it. There's a few D's right there. These are portals to the other side. If you look on the map, so he has an X. That's where they leave. And the D's is where they start. Okay? So you see how he has a D right here? Shucks.
Hope you're doing well. 5 p.m. Central Time on the 14th of August 2025. It's Thursday night here in the USA. Hope you're doing well.
Okay, so you see how he has 3 X's right here? 4 X's. The X's are all in the Atlantic Ocean right here. See those X's? Those are where the earthquakes terminate. Okay? So they start in Fiji, Tonga, the deep earthquake areas, and then they end on the antipode, on the opposite side of the world, around the same exact spot. Okay? Alright. They usually end 180 degrees in termination. And I don't say that they end. I say that they just like transfer back through to another deep portal, a deep what do we say? Their gate, a deep gate to the other side. They come back out. It's a cycle. It just takes time for it to, I suppose, build up, maybe pressure, pulse, whatever. Okay, so these are the X's.
Putting an update to go put onto YouTube, bring everybody up to speed as to where we are seismically speaking.
And then you see that D down there? Shucks. See how it has a letter D right there? So that's the mouth of the dragon right there. That's why I said these are gates. These are portals. That spot right there. That spot right there. Is this spot right here. That spot right there is that spot right there. His mouth. Okay? A gateway, a opening, a portal to the other side. To the other side. Okay? What other side? The other side of the world. The deep impact zones for earthquakes are the spots that are portals to the other side of the world. I don't know how they be registering stuff, but they be tripping. They be talking about, oh, this is 200 something kilometers down deep, but then they say we can only dig 7 miles deep. And then they talk about the ocean. Man, they be lying their ass off. I'll tell you that. They lie their asses off. Okay? Just like NASA's off. They lie their NASA's off. Okay. They're aligned to lying to you. Their laws allow them to ally in allegiance against you. Okay, just letting you know that. But this is a deep earthquake zone, and that was the whole point of me showing you this video, was to show you that that area, Tonga, Fiji, New Caledonia, that is the tail of the dragon. What?
So that's 4 different eruptions, each one going about 10,000 feet, some going up to 30,000 feet in here. One of those is eruptions that have been erupted 500 years. On the opposite side of the plate, all the way down here in Chile,
Okay. So, do you see how all the D's are? I'll get a better image so you can see this.
But it hasn't really been devastating. devastating? Speaking of devastation, the West Pacific Ocean, it's been through the 6.4 yesterday. The big wave happened today, which is a 6.3 strong.
Okay. Do you see that? See that D right there? Deep impact zone. Deep earthquake zone. That is a portal to the other side, a gateway to the other side of the world. Deep earthquake zones right here. So let me see something. Yeah. Suriname, French Guyana, French Guyana. State of Amapa. The hell is going on here? Something is going on there. Guyana. Something definitely going on in Guyana. Keep your eyes on Guyana. Wait a second. Bacillian Island. You saw that? Like Brazil, Bacil. The city of La Mitan. Haji, like Haiti. That's crazy. Deep earthquake impact zone. Oh wow. So they can get up in there. Yeah, they can come right through on you. Brazil. Huh? So Guyana and Brazil, you guys it's starting to make sense now. It's starting to make sense. This is the left wing of the dragon. And this is the left wing of the dragon. There are two holes right here in its wings. This is two holes. Look at this. Why does the land, why does everything kind of make it like a, what is this? Is this forest? Yeah, that's forest. And I guess this is civilization. Farmland. Not even civilization. Farmland. Okay. So you got there's holes There's some type of hole, some type of crack. They're coming up. They're coming up right out of there. Brazil is going to lead you to Brazil. Brazilian island. I'm trying to tell you. Cats. Brazil. The Brazilian islands. You're gonna get to the other side. This is the wing of the dragon, the Leviathan. This is the underside of that dragon. This is the head. This is the right wing. This is the left wing. This is the tail. So this is a portal. This is a portal to the other side. This is a portal to the other side. And we definitely know this is a portal to the other side. And then all these are like termination zones. Starts at the bottom, ends on the top. Unlike heaven, begins at the top, ends at the bottom. See, this is upside down, even in the nature of things. This is crazy. This is very interesting. Because Samoa being right there, like, it doesn't sound like much, but they're at the apex of this triangle. They're the eye. They're the all-seeing of the eye of this dang triangle here. Alright? Yeah. Samuel, Samoa. Now, if you know who Samuel is in the Bible, you get my drift. No pun intended. Samuel could change himself into different things if I'm not mistaken. Shapeshift, like a skinwalker, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I'm gonna call this one a day. Go ahead and put this in, and we'll come back and explore these, because some feels a little off.